College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri ready to kick off. They got us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Vanderbilt's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. And guys, any discussion about this offense has to start and end with the guy behind center.
Yeah, I mean, the quarterback, he gets the ball on every play. He's got to be the leader. He's got to be able to throw the football. So many times you see Jesse where they can run it as well, but he's the captain usually on most teams.
It's a seam wide open. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Commodores, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking for a man. It's Pavia. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum throughout the season. Obviously, not the start we wanted, but we got to point to the next opportunity.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion. Backed up now, here's second and long. On the run, it's Alexander. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The seventh play of this opening drive will be a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that's a good response by this defense. They gave up some yards, obviously some plays, more than they wanted to, but when it got to the area in the scoring zone, in the area where it really matters, nice job on third down, getting the sack, and possibly forcing the field goal.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. So Missouri's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking for space, it's Hardy. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man down the middle. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Wide open spaces. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Going up top again. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Pavia. Caught over the middle, it's Sherrill.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Commodores line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He's in open space downfield. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hudson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Alexander. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Commodores will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, getting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. 5 final play of the quarter coming. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his man. It's Coleman. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. That's the end of the quarter, and Missouri has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. I don't know if this is the time for this type of risk. Offense going for it inside its own 40. He's got it, first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tigers have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw it. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. To the air on second down. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Now the play fake. This time on target. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great.
There he goes! Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Tigers need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. Hoping to move the chains, Missouri comes to the line on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Looking to pass. It's Pavia. Finds the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Commodores will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but just...
Underneath toast of coverage, got it deep downfield. Sprinting away. Lots of running room. The 10. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Pavia. Under fire. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Got his man. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Snagged in the middle. It's Alexander. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. The Commodores come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
That's caught. It's Hudson. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him someday.
And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Back to pass, it's Pavia. Flushed out of the pocket. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It would have been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. That's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
Picked off. A turnover in their own end. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. Looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
And the Commodores will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. Under fire. Gets away. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Hoskins. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Commodores looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. They'll run play action. He caught it. Touchdown, Vandy. They take the lead with the 6. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Looking to throw, it's Pavia. Here's the pressure. And they get him down.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from the senior. Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd down, going up top. Wide open downfield. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing them open.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
He wants to throw it. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Pavia. He'll try to do it himself. At the 35, he's got room. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Finds a little space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. And And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on throw, and that leads to the interception.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on 4th down. And the Commodores are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Trying to move them on the counter. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play.
Here's trouble. Ball's out in the end zone. A loose football in the end zone, and the defense there to pounce on it for 6.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Cincinnati is on top. They've played awfully well today, and though that's not Desmond Ridder out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air. It's Pavia. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. The Commodores are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They bring the punter onto the field now. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker is Coleman. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Running to Green. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down. Oh, a lot of space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Making side adjustments here. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And the Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The toss to the outside. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Manning. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
This is one of those unique situations in a game as a head coach. You're trying to feel the momentum, and what's your confidence in your quarterback, because you've got 4th, you're in field goal range, but you've got the weapons to get one more completion and ice this thing. So do you kick the field goal or do you go for it?
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Back to throw, it's Pavia. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grab behind the line. It's Alexander. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
3rd down coming up.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking up top, and time is of the essence. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.